Okay.
Now, this is one of the success journey that is very interesting for those people who want to do PMP, but their schedule, their timing is very difficult. I want to go into depth of this success journey of PGMP, how program management is doing for senior professionals and why you need to do PGMP and how it can be done, how the senior professionals can do PGMP. I have a habit of saying PMP, so my bad. Yes. So, first of all, my friend, congratulations on clearing your PGMP.
Thank you.
Yeah, round of applause. I'll come to Mr. Sami in a while, but first of all, why don't you share your success journey in your own wording, please?
Um, well, I'd like to say first that I did write my PGMP before I came to you, and I failed
Okay,
for three reasons,
okay.
I believe. Okay, it
Mm,
was I didn't know about the, well, at least the echo, the content. I was sure that it was just sort of a read through and that's it, whereas big mistake. Okay. And I didn't have a support system. I was doing it all on my own. It was difficult. It was like working through a maze without a map, and it was literally not possible. Uh, I did not succeed. And I am so, so glad I came to you. I think you both have had so many blessings from me. I would not have succeeded a second time. I really wouldn't have. I wouldn't have known about the change with the program management standard. I wouldn't have known the importance of the echo. And most importantly, the support. An amazing amount of follow up every single day. And I was told by Mr. Sammy, which was, he was so calming. Thank you, Sammy. Really, it was Venetia. You do not have to worry about passing. I'll worry about you passing. And it was strange in the beginning, but it was really, really consoling because he literally took me step by step. I didn't have to worry about what study materials I had to cover, what mock exams I would have to do or repeat or anything like that. He did everything for me. It was a huge load off my plate. It really, really, it was a huge load. There you go. That's my story. And I'm very, very happy that I'm certified.
Yeah, I am also extremely happy on that. Mr. Sami, over to you. How would you go describe this success journey?
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that if we have to say one word for Miss Venetia is dedication and hard work. Even in this whole journey, we were together only 1.5 months. We started on 29th of March. On 16th of May, she passed the exam. Although her application was approved, but we started the first day I had the conversation with her. I said that let's go from the beginning. We went domain by domain, chapter by chapter, like what is our standard approach. And she was a bit panicking. Then I only told her that we are here to take care of you. And I think that, as she rightly mentioned, till at the end of the day, we were together with her. We were working together. And during this time, we had religious festivals. Okay, both from our side, from Mr. Venetia's side, and dedication was even on her Christmas day, she was studying. So at the end of the day, and she didn't tell me, and she told me that I will just finish 1 hour and do it. And she's a busy mom, everything. So if for every person who is a busy professional and he said that he cannot find the time, so she is the best example for you. And the time, the work that I gave to her was also realistic. I would also like to say, not that I gave her something that if you frighten the person, you have to study 4 hours a day, nobody will do it. But I think I was giving her only 1 hour or 2 hours, and when I thought that she was doing well or we had to slow down, we made a customized roadmap. I think that is a key point. Everybody cannot follow the same procedure. So I think that is the most important output for all the aspirants who want to join our program, who want to do from anyone. Please keep in contact with your mentor. and follow what he is thinking from your mind. Especially in Miss Venetia case, it was more of a handling the emotions rather than studying technically, because she is already so much experienced. I think she is already so much experienced that it was very easy for her to grasp the PMI content or the technical term itself. But more of the emotions were much more thing that I have to manage for her. So, heartiest congratulations to you.
Okay, now
Thank you very
this is very beautifully what Mr. Sami said, and that's exactly what ma'am said. I wanted to share here the first conversation, and she told me that she booked the exam. She has already booked the exam on some day of June.
20th of June.
20th of,
Yes.
yeah, today is actually when we are recording. It is 20th of May. So I checked, I said, we will have to reschedule it. Now, what she was thinking, she thought I was saying we need to make it ahead. I told her, no, 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 it is too far. You will be certified before. I could sense some doubting and some skepticism at that time. What
True,
is
true.
what that man is saying? And I told Mr. Sami, I told Mr. Sami, we have a potential student who want to get it done, but there's a challenge. I said, what? I told him that her exam is on 20th of June. He exactly said the same. Said, so far, if she can give time, we can take it back. And I'm very glad that we exactly did the same. We exactly did the same. We were able to get this back. We were able to make sure that you become certified PGMP.
In fact, Mr. Sammy said to me, "No, Venetia, you're ready. Next week, choose a date. Next week," he says to me, because no, in 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. You're ready. You're going to write the exam. And I'm thinking, no, really? No, panic, panic. You always think you need more time, because you always think you've got to have everything. Well, at least a lot of people who are perfectionists, they want to have everything perfect and everything learned off by heart or whatever. It doesn't work that way. Not with the PGMP.
Hmm.
And it's true. It was. I am so glad I trusted Mr. Sami and followed exactly his advice, even though I did many panic calls and saying, "Mr. Sami, please, I'm going to give up. I'm not going to do this. I can't do this." He was amazing. He was so calming. Thank you. Really, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it earlier. It was perfect.
Thank you. Thank you very much how the things worked. Okay, let's talk about the exam now. How did you manage time? Although you were prepared, you did good score in the mocks, all those things. How did you manage your time in the exam? Did you take any break or how you went through it?
I did take yours and Sammy's advice. I actually waited till I didn't take too many breaks. I took one. I thought to myself, okay, I divided my time. I sort of did a health check on myself every 30 minutes, because this every 1 minute and something was just too much for me. It just sent me into a panic again. So what I did is I divided my time into 30 minutes, and I said every 30 minutes I must have between 22 to 21, 23 questions finished
Okay.
on average. Okay, maybe 21 to maybe 22, maybe 23, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
And that way, I just put a little like countdown for myself on my little whiteboard that they'd given me. 240, 210, because it goes by minutes in the exam, 240, 210, and so on and so on. And then I would just cross off every time I'd reach that 30 minutes. So it let me calmly go through the questions time-wise. On the 2.5 hour, 3 hour, close to the 3 hour, I took a break because I was tired. I just took a bit of a bathroom break. I had some water and I came back 5 minutes later, and I finished the exam just fine. I had finished 15 minutes before, so I reviewed the questions that I had to review. I, in fact, only changed 2 out of the 30 that I had marked. And I remembered you saying, leave it as is. Normally you don't need to change anything. Usually your first answer is the correct answer. And there you go.
Okay. Okay. Now that's an amazing thing. Mr. Sami, how important it is for students? Like now, my wife also did the PGMP almost on the same day as you did. So we were having the same conversation. How important this is that the students review their questions, because for me personally, when I say that, I don't like that. If I keep on changing the answer when I feel okay, she's saying the same thing. So how would you recommend to those students who are going to give the PGMP exam? Shall they review their exam, or what would be your criteria? Yeah.
No, it depends from person to person. The first thing that I always tell the students is to first go through the 170 questions in 3 hours. So at least you have attempted all the questions. Whenever you get stuck, you find something is difficult, select the option, not leave any option open. Why? Because if you have spent 1 minute on that question, it's worth to give any answer that you feel accurate at that moment.
Mm,
Don't leave it open. Don't spend more than 1 minute on one question in the first go. First, try to attempt all the questions. And then at the end of the day, I think the average what I have calculated is 25 to 30 questions. They normally are marked.
mm,
Then you come back, and then mostly some concepts would have been clarified in the future questions already.
mm,
So around 5 to 10 questions, you can easily correct it. Thereby, I was because in your beginning your mind was fresh. Okay, maybe you don't have the overview. 5 to 10 questions, you can improve, you can change it. But if at the end again you are stuck with the same two options, A or B, there you were stuck in the beginning, then my personal advice is to stick with the original question because your mind was stuck 2 times there. No
mm.
need to change. But it also gets the feeling and the environment how you feel in the real exam. But this is my average calculation that 25 to 30 questions are marked by every student.
Hmm. So that is an interesting thing. So Azim is also with us. Azim, what would you say about reviewing the question answers? While you are going towards that, you already did PGMP. So shall a student should review their questions? Because from my perspective, for every single exam, when I'm going, if I review them, I change their answers. Right? So Azim, what would you say?
Yeah, as he mentioned that I think in my case I marked 16 questions, and
Hmm.
when I was reviewing them, I changed most of them. I think 12 out of 16
Hmm.
because as you go through the exam, your mind opens more, and then most of the answers are also in the future questions. So you always change them. Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's an important thing. Okay, let's get back to the certified PGMP. Okay, let's talk about how many questions were there on Agile, because Agile is something that is coming up in the exam. And how many questions were more towards collaboration domain, the things that have been added in the new PGMP.
On collaboration, if I remember correctly, there were about 3 questions on that. On Agile, I remember maybe only one question. There was
Hmm.
nothing else on Agile, at least for me.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay,
that was it, yeah.
so no question. What about collaboration domain?
And it was mostly on ethics, that kind of being transparent and that kind of question.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
don't remember the question specifically, really. I don't. If you had asked me the same day, I might have remembered, but not now.
I
I'm
totally
just glad
understand.
I passed
I,
it.
to- I totally understand. Okay, what was the length of the questions? Most of the questions, three-liner, six-liner. How was the length of the question?
On average, there were 3 to 4 liners. There
Mhm,
were a couple of like Mr. Sami described them punch questions where they were a little bit more difficult. There were maybe about 5 in total that were about 6 liners, but not more than that.
mm,
And they were more, sort of in the description of like you have a project A and you have a project B. They're all very, very similar to the mock exam. Very, very, very similar. They were very, very similar. Just the wording changed, and that's it.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Sami, please, if you have any other question.
Yes. And the formula that we have developed about attempting the question, they read the last line first, then go for the options, try to eliminate at least two options, play around two options. This is my first question: how relevant or how important is this in the real exam? And secondly, about the keywords, to pick the keyword and then go for the answer. How helpful or how realistic is this approach in the real exam?
It is literally like wearing the difference between wearing glasses or no glasses. Literally, it's an eye opener because reading the last line, or if it says, for example, in my case, it would say, in most of the exams, it would say, like, what is the next step? Then obviously the second last line would be more important to read as well. Anyway, it helped you not get confused, where they confused you in the beginning. It helps you immediately to orientate exactly what they're asking. So it was very, very important. And I also used the highlight feature in the exam to highlight keywords that helped me guide to the correct answer.
Hmm. Okay, that's an important thing to look into that way. Okay, let's say you are starting your PGMP from today. It's day one.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
and you want to do it, let's say in 2 to 3 months.
yes.
What steps you would do differently to get it done in the minimum time?
First of all, don't do it on your own. My advice, my experience, I did it on my own. I was not successful. It doesn't mean that someone who does it on their own won't be successful, but you won't get the support system. You won't get the latest questions that you're supposed to work on. It really is between night and day. Second of all, yes, definitely have someone like Sammy, Mr. Sammy. Oh my goodness, it really made all the difference. It did make all the difference. The help, I cannot stress it more. It was amazing. It was really a very a very pleasant journey with your company's help. If it wasn't for Mr. Sammy, I'm absolutely sure I would not have passed the second time, no matter how hard I tried to. And I tried really hard studying.
Thank you very much. And it was an honor how we worked into that through the entire journey, how we longed it into ways and what steps you took. We are very happy that we were able to guide you, coach you throughout the journey. Mr. Sami, do you have any final questions?
No, I would like to say that this is a sample for all the senior professionals for whom PGMP is most important in the current environment, because it really gives you the overview of all the domains, how you do the strategic alignment, how you engage your stakeholders, what is the key point now, how you do the governance in your whole program, and now how you do the collaboration. And I think that what Ms. Venetia has learned through this course, actually how you implement the good practices in your program. So for
Exactly.
all the senior professionals, I think it's a very mandated thing that will be coming now, and I'm really grateful for the kind words that she had for all of us, and we hope that we continue the same journey with all our students. And the most important thing, as Mr. Amir, you said that in the beginning, when we launched our program, our intention was to make this journey easy and understandable to everyone, to give them the support whenever they need. One, support is what we are bound to give every day. And secondly, the feeling that if the student has a problem, they can access us anytime. Like now I'm doing the coaching calls every day with every student based on his own questions. So it's not only push communication, it's push and pull communication, listening to the student and addressing their concerns so they are clear what they are doing, what they are going to do actually in the real exam. That is the main essence.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Sami. And that is what we have been doing. I call this as our success coaching system. That it's an end-to-end entire system designed only for one purpose. The entire success coaching system, which consists of three major steps: customized roadmap according to each student. No matter what your schedule is, we can help you. If it takes 4 hours, if you want to do quickly 4 or 6 hours, we can help you. If you cannot give time, you only have 20 minutes a day, we can help you. If you don't want to read books, you don't have to read any books. If you want to read books, we have written our PgMP book that we will give in the upcoming batches. If you want to learn through mind maps, through video, whatever is your learning style, we have a customized roadmap for you. Daily follow up to make sure, as Mr. Sami said, as Nita said, that we are here for you. The best PgMP simulator is there. The mastery sheet, the last day training material, everything handcrafted, updated. All program is the only program that has so many PgMPs in the updated standards. I can proudly say that this thing, that people may have more PgMPs in the last standard, but in this PgMP standard, which was updated on 11th of March, the exam content outline that was updated, we have more certified PgMPs than anyone in the world. Not in just US, not in Canada, not in Europe, not in Pakistan, not in Saudi Arabia, anywhere in the world, we have more certified PgMP and with 100% success record. Whenever you are watching this video, contact us. You can find my number. I will be there. The email will be there. You can reach me out at LinkedIn and let's start your PgMP journey. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and I wish you best of luck.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you